Quad stretch back to wall. If you've got tight quads, you'll enjoy this one. The back to wall quad stretch, aka couch stretch, is a fantastic exercise for improving quad flexibility and opening up those tight hips. A lot of adults have tight quads due to long periods of sitting. Now, the setup for the quad stretch is critical, so pay attention. Start in a half kneeling position next to a wall or immovable object. Place the back knee on a soft surface and your shin resting against the wall. If you have tight quads, you may need to have the knee a little further away from the wall. The opposite foot is forward of the body in a comfortable stance. When performing the quad stretch, the hips must remain square. Typically, the hips want to shift over to one side and move around the stretch. Don't let this happen. Keep the thigh of the back leg aligned with the shin of the back leg. It's best to start in the half kneeling position with the torso leaning forward and the hands on the floor. From here, contract the glute of the rear leg to extend the hip. Push the hips forward while tucking your tailbone under and contracting the glute. If you've got tight quads, this might be a deep enough stretch already, so you can just hang out here. But if you've got more to give, you can lift the torso and place your hands on the front knee. As you do this, you must keep the lower back flat by pulling the ribcage down. Remember to keep the rear glute contracted and the hips extended. Do not let the back arch. If you can't manage this yet, keep your hands on the floor and focus on the quad stretch. If you still have more to give, you can move your torso back towards the wall behind you. Push the front foot into the floor, as this will help you to move the hips and torso back towards the wall. Again, you must maintain a flat lower back by pulling the ribcage down. In this setup, you'll see that I place the weight plates slightly forward of the box. This overhang is roughly the same width as my foot on the box. This allows me to maintain a flat back while touching my back to the weight plates. This is the point where my torso is perpendicular to the floor and the angle between the calf and the hamstring of the rear leg is fully closed. You can achieve this against a flat wall, but chances are your lower back will need to arch, or you'll need to move your foot to be on the outside of your hips. You're welcome to experiment with both. Once the hamstring of the rear leg covers the calf, the back to wall quad stretch has achieved its goal. It's wise to revisit this exercise now and again to maintain flexibility, especially if you spend a lot of time seated. Holding the back to wall quad stretch for 30 seconds to 2 minutes is a good starting place for most people. Give it a try and see how you go. If you've got questions, please leave them in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.